guys, we're Amy and Michael. Welcome to our channel. And in 2023, we not only got engaged, we got married, we got pregnant, and we also bought a farm. And we're taking you along for the journey. So welcome on in. If you haven't already, please subscribe and click the notifications button to get all of our latest videos. In today's video, we're taking you to a few of our favorite places in St. John's, Newfoundland, where I'm from. First up is the St. John's Farmers Market. This community-driven farmers market is located inside of an old metro bus station. It's 1,400 square feet, so it is massive, filled with a kitchen, public square, a playground, and so much more. While it's only been in this building since 2018, the farmers market itself was first started in 2007 by one single local organic farmer. She wanted to sell some surplus crop, and so she rented a downtown location in St. John's and invited other vendors to come and sell their wares. This event was a huge success and attracted over 500 customers with minimal advertising. And now you have the farmers market today, moved to this huge venue with amazing vendors selling items like local meats and veggies, honey and flowers, baked goods and sweet treats. So much food, focusing on local, but also a lot from away. And then of course we can't forget about the handmade items, whether they be glass or felt or wool or wood. There are so many amazing things to see at the St. John's Farmers Market. One of my absolute favorite crafts at the St. John's Farmers Market was at this table here. They were called peekaboos, and they were little cats in little tiny mugs right there. I thought they were super, super cute. I almost left with one. What do you think, babe?
I like it.
It's fun, hey?
Yeah, I didn't even know that this was here, so I knew that we had like farmers markets in the States, but it's kind of cool to see something indoors with food, with different stands of people selling handcrafted goods and everything.
The handcrafted goods is what's really cool. All right, let's keep looking around for a quick second. I'm pretty sure this was Michael's favorite booth at the farmers market. He is very interested in woodworking and wants to hopefully do it in the future. Karen's woodworking booth was absolutely beautiful and so detailed. Just look at some of the charcuterie boards and the serving platters. They were stunning. And Karen actually told us a lot about their business, how long they've been in operation, and where they've sent some of their products all over the US, which I'm very thankful for. So hopefully I can order one day, and even all over the world. Once we finished looking at all of the awesome handmade crafts inside, we went outside for something I was super interested in. I think it's pronounced Haricot Farms. Either way, I was very interested in how much they sold all of their meats for, especially since this is something that we might get into in the future. And if you saw that price list just then, you know that they sell pork and beef and chicken and different types of sausages. But don't worry, that Newfoundland dog listed underneath sausages is not actually the Newfoundland dog. All right, so we just left the St. John's Community Market, they call it, but everyone here refers to it as the Farmers Market. I've actually never been there. I'd heard about it.
I haven't either.
But you had never even heard about it. We saw all the cars parked here and the signs out front, and we stopped by, and it was great. We didn't even stop by. We were driving down the road, and I pointed out, and she's like, I've never been there. I've never, pull over, turn in. Someone's pulling out because it's really busy here. And as you guys just saw, we took you around. We showed you a couple booths, not all of them. It was really busy. We didn't want to take away from people selling all their crafts and stuff, but if you're coming to Newfoundland, this is definitely a great place to check out. And with us having a brand new farm channel, and homesteading and crafting and all that kind of good stuff, we thought this was the perfect place to stop in and show off. And we just want to say thank you to all the vendors in there for being so awesome, especially to the lady selling the donuts. We totally didn't buy any. I promise I'll only eat a little bit. But yeah, it was really fun, and we would definitely come back again. So check out the St. John's Farmers Market if you happen to come to Newfoundland in the future, which we do highly recommend.
100%.
On to another favorite, and that is Manna Bakery. I actually love this spot, and coming here on this day was a surprise. I didn't know that we were actually going to Manna Bakery. Michael just kind of surprised me with this. So I made sure we could film, and of course they didn't mind. So I got my favorite sandwich, and so did Michael. And while we waited, I captured a little bit of the store and of course, the very tasty pastries and desserts that they are famously known for as well. Here are our delicious sandwiches. I always get the exact same thing. I think Michael sometimes changes it up a little bit. You get a side with it as well. Of course, I choose pickles every single time. Michael chose carrots this time, but I'm telling you, this pretzel bun is divine. Is it good? Is it good? It looks tasty. All right, so, oh God, I got my glasses marks on my face. I was in there the whole time like that. So we just left Manna. We had lunch, and it's one of my favorite places to go. If you guys are ever in Newfoundland, definitely check out Manna Bakery. Not just for sandwiches and soups and salads and your teas and coffees, but also for your bread, because they make bread in there. And I just highly recommend it. The sign actually says European Bakery and Deli. That's your second time eating there.
Yep. Yeah, second time eating there. It's really good. I had baked ham, so you'll see that. And it was really delicious. You pretty much go in, you pick your bread, and then you tell them what meat. They have different toppings that you can choose, and then cheese. And they make the sandwich right there in front of you. And then you go pay. They have limited seating. But then they have other stuff that they sell. They also have some sweets and other things. So they make what I think one of the things that most people know is they make a cronut. So it's like
oh my
a
God,
donut.
we didn't get one of those on film. They didn't have any.
I think I saw one there.
You?
So yeah,
I'll see if I can get a picture of a cronut to put here.
But it's like a croissant with donut dough together, and it's just makes a massive like donut croissant. Delicious.
Anything with donut and croissant is gonna be good, especially right now for me.
Yeah.
Because God knows I love my sweets, but I can't have too much. This was a little bit of a cheat because I'm on a strict diet during this pregnancy of like no fat and low to no sugar. So even having Manna Bakery for me right now is a little bit of a cheat just because of the cheese and the carby bread. But honestly, like, it's healthy still and such a good meal. I highly recommend it. It is, honestly, I love Subway, but Manna Bakery is their sandwiches.
Well, Manna makes everything in-house, fresh, right there. The meats they have.
I think they're local. Don't quote me on it, but I think the meat might be local.
Some of the premium meat they bake and cook right there. So like the baked ham was cooked there, I believe.
Definitely.
And then they have regular stuff, but then they also have coffee and
you guys saw that in the video
and all sorts of stuff. Like it's actually kind of crazy.
5 out of 5 for a great lunch. Yeah. We'll be back here again before we leave Newfoundland for sure. And if you come to Newfoundland and you're in St. John's, definitely stop by Manna Bakery, European Bakery and Deli. And thanks to them, big shout out for allowing us to film in there today to capture some of this. Yeah, thank you guys. All right, on to the next favorite.
Let's go.
Let's go. Of course, we have tons of favorite things in Newfoundland and Labrador, where I'm from, but we're on the way to our final one for this video. And of course, we had to make a pit stop to one of our favorite places to visit, Signal Hill. And if you ever find yourself in Newfoundland and Labrador, this is one historical site you will have to make sure you visit. It was a little too icy and a little too cold for my pregnant self to get out of the car, but if you get out right around here, you get beautiful views of the city of St. John's and, of course, the Atlantic Ocean. Our last stop for this video brings us to the Newfoundland Chocolate Company. This is their factory off Torbay Road where all of their chocolate is made. Funny enough, their very first cafe where they sold their chocolate was on Signal Hill, where we just were.
Can we come back here and actually get gelato in the future?
I think we're gonna have to. My gestational diabetes is hurting. They sell everything from chocolate bars and chocolate shoes to hot chocolates and gelato. When we visited, it was just before Valentine's Day, so they had a ton of hearts and roses and amazing gifts to give your significant other. And their chocolate waterfall, well, that's just the most delicious art I've ever seen. If there is just one thing that the Newfoundland Chocolate Company is known for, it is their chocolate bars. There are so many flavors and so many different themes. That's my favorite. One of my favorites. Right there. But they're all so good. Ooh, look, a low sugar option just for me. These chocolatiers have been perfecting their chocolates and truffles and all of their sweet goodies for 17 years this year. And of course, that's why they're so good. Just like this milk chocolate with caramel and sea salt bar. So, yeah, these are all chocolates for bars downtown on George Street. We've got O'Reilly's, Shamrock, Christian's. That's actually where Michael got screeched in last year. And the Rob Roy over here. That's really cool. I've never actually seen those before. The George Street bars. This is new. Fish and chips. Hello? I'd say they're probably most well known for their NL sayings bars, and I thought it would be really funny to try to get Michael to say a few of these sayings.
All right, let's give this a try. What odds? Stay where you're at till it comes where you're to. Now the once on the nerves. Now I dies at you.
No, I dies at you.
Got me drove.
You do.
Me loose by.
It's got me moose by.
Come from away.
That's what you are. Oh. I don't think we can say that one on YouTube. Here are other few things that they sell, like puffin eggs and chocolate beach pebbles. I think they even sell chocolate codfish. Fun fact, when I worked on television, I actually interviewed the owner and co-founder of the Newfoundland Chocolate Company when they first launched back 17 years ago. If memory serves me correct, I actually interviewed them in their house making their chocolate, and now look at them with a whole factory. I don't know why, but the chocolate taps, like these ones right here, remind me of like the Willy Wonka movie for some reason. Anyway, we want to send a big thanks to the Newfoundland Chocolate Company for allowing us to record on this day. The staff were super awesome. And let me just say, we will be back again next time we visit home for another one of these. Okay, let's go sit.
Do you want to sit over?
Yeah. What you got there?
The Jigs and Reels hot chocolate. It's white hot chocolate with white chocolate shavings and whipped cream. Should be really tasty.
Should be super tasty. You're gonna let me have a sip, right?
Maybe.
Go for it, let's see.
I'm not sharing. This is really good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Michael Michael's letting me try his hot chocolate. All right, let's see if I can get the same mustache.
Is it good? Oh, hey, that's mine.
Thanks for joining us while we visit just some of our favorite places in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada, where I'm from, while we wait to move to our farm in Kansas. And while we've got you here, we have got a pretty big update.